Guys, look, I'm telling you right now, if you're wondering why I don't respond to these type of emails, I'm about to tell you in this video. Very frustrating, big screw job, but anyway, let's get into it. New world.
He's going to the coop.
That's what happened.
He's going to the coop.
He wanted to see the coop, yeah. Oh man, I tell you what. He's coming back. Coming back. We got a cock. All right, so as you can tell, a little bit frustrated, a little bit aggravated. Let me explain the situation. Got an email, like, you know, I get a lot of these. Hey, I'm looking at this car. What do you think it's worth? Do you think I should buy it? Blah, 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 blah. Now, most of the time, a lot of times, I don't respond to these emails for this very reason. So let's break this down. All right. So, I know you guys know about collector car dealers. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And they've got cool inventory, and they've got cool showrooms with all these badass cars in there, older, newer, low miles, modified, all that. So I get an email, and it had some pictures and all that. Guy said, hey, I'm thinking about picking up this car. I love watching your videos. I'm really wanting to get a nice Fox. But long story short, he wasn't super mechanically inclined and didn't really have a shop, to tackle his own project and build something himself. So for whatever reason, I wanted to help him out, my words pretty much were, that's a really good looking car, blah, 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 blah. And it was a nice car, looked like. And I said, it's a good looking car. I said, I would do your due diligence. He said he wasn't all that mechanically inclined. I said, take somebody with you that knows what they're looking at and look for documentation, all of that type of stuff. Okay, so long story short, like I said, car looked good, but I told him, do your due diligence, take a friend, ask for documentation, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't really think much about it after that until yesterday. And I got an email. He said, man, this car is bad. I was like, oh dear Lord. So he wrote me like a 2-page email showing me some of the things he found. Metal in the oil filter was the main one of this built motor. Several wiring issues. Obviously, car was running hot. Found rust. On and on and on. So essentially what he did is he began to have problems with the car and took it to a shop in his area and had them look it over, and they came back with a list. And I mean a list. So there you go. That's why I don't do those. That's why also I won't buy a car sight unseen. Guys, look, you can lose your ass. Cars like these are sold without warranty, not expressed, implied. That's very clear in the paperwork they give you. You're buying an old modified vehicle, and once you drive off the lot, it's all yours. So, very large chunk of change that he paid, and he's gonna have to, I don't know what it's gonna take to fix the car. So if you guys are wondering, that's why I don't do that, because I want to help you guys as much as I can from what I know and what we do, but I don't ever want to steer anybody wrong, and that's why I just pretty much shy away from that. Look guys, these collector car dealerships, and I'm not knocking them, they're there to make money. You know, maybe they are car enthusiasts, maybe they're not. But at the end of the day, that dealership, just like any other car dealership, is there to make money. And that's not a bad thing. But what that should tell you is you've got to do your homework. You've got to do your research. He should have had this car taken to the shop that, you know, was nearby him or one nearby the dealership, because he did buy it sight unseen, and had this car looked over. You know, even if it costs you $100, which a lot of shops do charge for a pre-delivery inspection type of deal. And that's money well spent, especially for this guy, because I guarantee you, who wouldn't have bought the car? Guys, look, if you drop $45,000 on a car, and you're already looking at probably close to 20 in repairs that you're gonna have to make, that's a no-go. That's a no-go, because at the end of the day, he's gonna have to make these repairs, and it's not worth any more. Okay, it's still gonna be in the neighborhood of what he paid, which, you know, he paid a premium, because that's what you're gonna pay at these collector car dealerships. The car's not gonna be worth anymore. He's gonna have to dump, I would guess, probably close to 20 grand to get the car right in it. That's a bad deal. So, lesson learned here, as I've always said, guys, you gotta do your homework. Don't be stupid. I know, even if you know a lot of stuff about cars and about, you know, these cars especially, I would still take a friend, because they're gonna see something that you don't. They're gonna look other places that maybe you won't. So, man, I'm telling you guys, money's too hard to come by these days with inflation and all the BS we deal with. Man, just don't end up there. The best thing I can tell you. All right, boys, real quick, switching gears. The frostbite grind continues. I do have the dash back in the car. Everything's looking good. I've got to get a few small things. I got to get a new instrument cluster lens, because that one's crappy. I had to take the bezel off because someone had put a monster tack on that one, so got a new bezel for it right there. Just doing it, man. This is all the little tedious BS, and I got the wiring all the way ran back in because the dash was back in it. But I'm telling you guys, this is the tedious stuff. The fun stuff is putting the drivetrain in the car. The tedious stuff that sucks and takes so long is all of this. So, always fun. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this one. I hope that helps. Like I said, guys, money's too hard to come by. I hate that stuff like this happens, and, you know, I try to give you the best advice I can. I gave it to you in this video about buying cars like this, not only from a specialty car dealership, but on Marketplace or anywhere else. Just, man, you gotta be freaking careful. Best thing I can tell you. So, guys, I hope that helps. If it did, please drop me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Catch you on the next one.